Manifestation and creation must work with this regard. By skipping some fundamental information, what people end up doing is running before they can crawl. Is it any wonder then that they fail to manifest what they truly want? The entire process of utilizing your subconsciousness to manifest desires is thoroughly misunderstood, and it is precisely this misunderstanding you will gain clarity once you read this book. A vital component of entire process of the manifestation is faith. I'm not talking about faith in religion or anything of that sort, but faith in the process. If you don't understand the scientific and spiritual basis of for manifestation techniques, you will likely not believe in them, and thus there is no way you can manifest the life you want to live, at least with ease and alignment. Faith is what moves mountains. In this case, faith is born out of an opening of the mind to the truth, a plunge into the unknown, as Alan Watts famously said. The great thing about the advanced manifestation technique you will learn in this book is that as you read along, you will gain a bedrock of information and knowledge within you. Once this is achieved, the miraculous power of your subconsciousness will apparent to you because you have already experienced it. That's right. You have already experienced the power of creation. It's just that you don't know it yet or haven't attend yourself to it. Much like a baby you who sees water for the first time and doesn't know what it is but drinks it anyway. You are constantly co-creating things but don't know the depth or extent of power you are utilizing. The law the laws of universe are simple. Thus it is crucial for you to understand the way in which all things are connected before you proceed to use them. This is where this book can help you. Who am I? It all started when I was born in the dumps myself. I read a few inspirational books and started practicing spiritual techniques because of the anxiety and depression that consumed me in my early adulthood. I needed something to be able to free me from it. Decoding the process of manifestation was certainly not my primary intention. As I progressed further into freeing my mind from egoistic thinking, I began noticing changes in my life and how they correlated back to the way my thoughts flowed. At first, I didn't really understand what was going on, but soon I began experiencing and witnessing its effects around me. Clearly, I was doing something, but what exactly was I doing? I decided to investigate further and I learned. I began to become consciously aware of the universal connection all around us. The law of attraction is very real thing. It is but a small cog in the overall machinery how the universe works. I began understanding what I was doing in the process and found my life's passion. For close to a decade now, I have guided people to solve deep emotional problems in their lives and help them realize how they can achieve their goals, no matter their current life situation. All you need to do is open your eyes and the answer will find you themselves. It really is that simple. You will find out soon. It is possible to attract the life of your dreams. Your past is exactly that, the past. It has gone and it will never return. Now is the moment for you to begin living your real life and attracting all that you want for it. Manifestation in the true reality. Time is something that has a massive grip on all of us. We live our life by the clock, and I've developed pavilion responses to it. The minute it strikes 1 in the afternoon, our stomachs rumbles. The minute the clock goes past 11 at night on a weekday, we feel sleepy, and so on. Here's the thing, time is no longer an asset but a psychological need for the ego. It's just a construct we have created to organize ourselves better. Somewhere along the way, we forgot this and began treating time as the end game to everything. We get caught up in our future and our past, and end up ignoring the only real component of time, the present. Since time is a mental construct, we do not need to build our lives around it. What we need to do is choose the reality we wish to pull into present moment. This may sound a way out in left field, but it is simple the truth about how the true reality works. Your goals, aspirations, and desires do not come with time, but only when you change your inner perspective. Do you realize the true concept of shifting your reality? Love, prosperity, and happiness are all available now. You need to realize the true reality that we are living in order to begin attracting what you want out of life. When you acknowledge this and take action, the universe responds in kind way, sends you opportunities to lead yourself to fulfillment and happiness. The universe is one generous machine and it gives you what you want. All the time you are a create all the time. You are a creator and you are meant to create consciously instead of unconsciously as you began doing thus far. You need to start recognizing the immense power you have to shift your life in the direction you want. My promise. True happiness is your right and is fully available to you. I guarantee it. You don't need to live in the situation you have created for yourself by living life on autopilot all the time. The information available in this book can shift your perspective on how to propel your life to greater heights. This universal knowledge has helped people who lost everything or haven't achieved anything realize the power they possess to manifest their best life. This book will open the eyes of those who feel they are eternally doomed to be stuck in their life situations and help them realize that they are powerful co-creators both of the reality the both of the reality they currently have and the lifestyle they desire. It's 100% possible for you to go from unhappy and broken to living a life of security and love. In return, all I ask is for you to have a open mind and trust the power that you have. Trust the universe. Trust that it is kind and benevolent, waiting to give you everything you want out of life. It doesn't want you to unconsciously stroll through life with no sense of purpose or direction. Open your eyes to the miracles of the universe and watch how it rewards you with its gifts. Take control of your life by realizing your creative powers right now. After all, it is the only moment in the time you have. So I'll be reading this first chapter, then we can see like tomorrow. But so the first chapter is called the multifaceted reality. Okay, reality is at once definite and temporary. It is both absolute and relative. Depending on one's viewpoints, reality can be hell or heaven or both at the same time. Understanding reality is the first step to knowing how you can manifest anything into your life. After all, if you cannot properly understand the state of things you live in, no amount of work will help you. People who blindly apply spiritual techniques and Methods of self improvement are lot like those who would use a rowboat to cross a desert. They are completely ignorant of what their environment is, how it affects them or not, and end up choosing the wrong tools. So, without further ado, let's jump in and break down the reality of reality. To truly understand what reality is, we need to disconstruct the very process of creation. After all, reality is full of things we create. For example, someone afraid of dogs will be afraid of all the dogs, whether they are playful or vicious. The mental creations living in their mind creates their absolute reality. So, how does creation occur in the first place? The easiest way to understand this process is to simply look around you. What do you see? A book, a computer, a phone, and so on. But what are you really seeing? Well, light, of course. The things you see are visible to you because they reflect waves of light back to your eyes and thus give themselves a form. So, I have another chapter, Seeing the Light. Let me just try to read this for another 10 more minutes. Sunlight in and as of itself is thought of as white light. In other words, we don't associate a color to it. However, when passed through a filter like a prism, we clearly observe a rainbow of colors emerge. Applying a filter is simply the process of separating what we want from infinite choices. What I mean is, if you wish to draw your room into red light, you apply a red filter to the light bulbs and instantly you got yourself a red room. Similarly, you apply filters to create any other color you would like. In other words, what you're doing is you're removing every color except red from your light source and creating a situation where everything is red. Our lives play out in much the same way. We receive a stream of infinite possibility from the universe and we filter it to create a reality for ourselves. The large major of us do this unconsciously. Think of it as you applying a green filter to your light source and then wondering why nothing you see is red. Well, change the filter. This stream of infinite possibility we receive is called quantum field. This field contains information at the atomic and subatomic level about the movement of the matter. Thus, it is the record of infinite parallel relates that exist based on the filters you can apply to this stream. The quantum field is a complex energy structure and as such can only be described in a theoretical manner by the current physics. Physical reality is what we interact with on a daily basis, but there is no denying that there are things we know but cannot explain or experience. This is a metaphysical component of reality, and this is where we understandably experience the most debate and resistance within us. Our minds are receptors of infinite consciousness but are not fully equipped to handle the metaphysical realities of your existence. We are always requiring proof in the form of physical reality and end up choosing only that which we can comprehend. Thus, we end up creating whatever it is we understand possibly for us, whatever we believe in. When viewed in this light, Henry Ford quote, whether you believe it or don't, you are right, opens up a whole new world of possibility. Doesn't it? The infinite stream is really just a huge tree with numerous branches, all of them interconnected with one another. The filter you apply determines which reality or branch you choose. And this is the book called The Magic of Manifesting. It has a 15 advanced technique to attract your best life, even if you think it is impossible. So I've started reading this and I'll be giving you more updates on this, guys. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel for more updates.